Hey guys, welcome to story time. Let me start from the top so I can say hello to everybody. Okay, let me see. Wait a minute. Okay. Hey Kaylee, hey Jasmine, hey Nina, hey Trucker, hey Lakeisha, hey Lavonia, hey Evelyn, hey Val, hey Indigo. I'm drinking. Hey Tay Tay, hey Jasmine, hey Justine, hey Nurse Graham, hey Roxana, hey Nicole. Hey Brittany. You guys come on in, close the door. You already know how this go. Don't make me tell y'all twice. Close the door, please. And if you're new to my page, please subscribe. If you don't know what I mean when I say close the door, that means thumbs up the live. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. You guys come on in. Yes, Stephanie, you made it. You made it on time. You don't have to pay a late slip. So yeah, you did amazing. You made it on time, girl. And y'all come on in and close the door. Close the door. Jasmine, the oil is the bomb, girl. I'm in love with it. Bam loves it too. Like normally when I put burnt oils in the house and stuff, he like, he'll keep doing this like sneezing thing, like toof, toof, toof. He keep doing that, but I ain't had no issues out of bounds. So yes, girl. He loves it. I love it. We love it. Yes. Thank you, Jasmine. It smells wonderful. Hey Jessica. Yes, you guys come on in, get everything together, get your snacks, your cakes, your pies, everything you need. Warm up your plate. This is the time to do it because you ain't got 3 minutes before story time starts. Get at your twisties, your shot glasses, your wine tumblers, your tumblers. Get them together. Get everything you need right there in front of you. Your laptop, if you got other stuff going on, get all that stuff right there in front of you so you won't have to move. You won't miss story time. Y'all get 3 stories tonight. And Auntie do take tips. I take my tips through Cash App or YouTube, whichever you feel comfortable with giving, Auntie. Any tips over $5 will automatically put you in a story time. Any tips over $5 will automatically get you put in a story time. We are looking for new family members. If you guys want to join the family, we are always welcome to any new family members that would like to join. No. Oh my goodness. See, that's between you and your sister. That's between you and your sister. That ain't got nothing to do with me. You know that between you and your sister. Y'all handle that. Yes. So, when one of my moderators will post my Cash App information for me to pin. There it is right there. Thank you, Nino. So I'm going to go ahead and pin my Cash App information at the top so you guys can send your tips through Cash App or through YouTube. Like I said, whichever's comfortable for you. Hey, Quan. Yes, you made it on time too. Yeah, so y'all got 2 minutes before we start this story. So make sure y'all get everything together. Get it together, get it together. Everything y'all need. So we about to get ready to get this story time started. Come on, close the door behind yourself. Don't be rude. Don't be rude. Close the door behind yourselves. Don't be rude, people. Hey, Suki. Now, hello. Hey, Suki. You almost late, girl. 1 minute. Hey, Step Step. Oh, I'm glad you left and came back in, Step Step. And the members that would like to join, also just drop the link for you to join the family. In order to join the family membership, it's baller budgetable. It's baller budgetable. $1.99 a month. And they're gonna kill you if you want to be in the family. We welcome all new members, all new family members will get love from the fam. Hey Strawberry. Hey Marie, it's been a while. Both of y'all. Girl, we had our shirts on yesterday with y'all faces on it that said missing. Like y'all have been missing so long. We had shirts made, like for real. Like, if y'all would have showed it yesterday, you would have seen it. You would have seen it. You would have synced it. Hey, B. Yes, y'all come on in. It is officially time to start story time. So if you haven't already closed the door, please go over and close the door. We're about to get ready to start the story time. So if you got everything you need, go ahead and put a thumb in the chat and let me know you got everything you need and you are ready for story time. Let's get this started. Come on, give it a thumbs, y'all. Give it a thumbs. Give it a thumbs in the chat. Give it a thumbs on the live. I need 2 thumbs from everybody. I need 2 thumbs for everybody. Come on now. Let me know y'all ready to start this story time. Y'all act like y'all ain't been waiting on this story time since Friday last week. Hey, Kishana. Yeah, y'all act like y'all ain't been waiting on this story time since Friday last week. Hey, Reality. All right, moderators, I'm about to get ready to start this story time. Anybody that shows up late owe me a doctor's excuse, a late slip, tardy slip, a toe tag, anything to explain why they ass ain't at class on time. All righty, Miss Chastain. Miss Chastain starting the tips off herself early. Thank you so much, Chastain. I greatly appreciate it, love. Kisses. Thank you so much. So Chastain is my first tipper of the night. So thank you, Chastain. Hey, Nicole. I don't know if I'm saying this right. Please don't blame me. Please don't hold me accountable for this if I don't say it right. Hey, Dashika Johnson. Hey, Dashika. Did I say that right? Please tell me I said that right. Please tell me I said that right. Did I say that right? Dashika. Hey, roll a mile in my shoes. Investigates. Yeah, I had to change it back to shoes like we know who you is. Hey, Ryan. Did I say it right? Please tell me I said your name right because I wasn't trying to say it wrong. Ah! Yeah, bitch can read. See? Yes. Welcome, love. Welcome to story time. Family say hello. Y'all like how Auntie be pulling that shit out. See, that shit was really important when you was in school with sounding out church out and shit. And the whole time y'all was in school thinking they were teaching your ass a beat when they were telling your ass to sound out shit. No. That's not what they were teaching y'all. That's not how that works. But yeah, Auntie just showed y'all how that education works. For me. Okay, so we're about to get ready to start this story time. Do I have no thumbs? Let me see. Thank you, Evelyn. All right, guys. So our first story has Regina, Courtney, and Evelyn. Regina, Courtney, and Evelyn. I see Evelyn's here. Courtney, Regina. Are you ladies here? No? Yes? No? moderators, I'm about to start this story time. Y'all know how this go. Please remind me to call their parents, let their parents know they ever cut my class tonight. So yeah, I can get some sleeves beat off some children asses around here. But like I said, the first story has Regina, Courtney, and Evelyn. This is the first story of the night. I hope you guys like it, like to hear. Here it goes. So Regina moved to Georgia with her daughters Evelyn and Courtney for a new job. Well, her job sent her to Georgia to train for a job that they had for her back there. They wanted her to do, but she needed training. So they sent her to Georgia for a year to get this training that she needed. And then she can come back home and, get into this new position. So when she gets to Georgia, when she finds out what's going on, she started looking for places in Georgia. She didn't want to get a house. She didn't want anything big like that. Just a little apartment for her and the girls and everything will be okay. So she finds an apartment. And her and the girls go over, they look at the apartment. The apartment is a nice size, everything look good. She goes signs the paperwork, do all that shit, and they approve her for the apartment, and they move in. Now, they move into the apartment, and everything is going good. Like the first 3 or 4 months, everything is going amazing. They love the apartment. The girls are enrolled in school. They're doing good in school. They're in high school. So keep in mind that Evelyn and Courtney is high school age kids, okay? So they're doing all good in school and everything. And one morning they wake up and it's a fucking bubble in their goddamn bathroom ceiling. It's a bubble, like a bubble of water in their bathroom ceiling. Like if you touch it, this shit gonna pop, water going everywhere. So Courtney's like, Mom. And Regina comes running there. She sees that this big ass bubble of water, you know what I'm saying? So Courtney like, do I need to go upstairs and cuss these motherfuckers out upstairs? And Regina was like, no, but you can go upstairs and see if they're okay. So Courtney goes over to the door. She get ready to go open the door, but she hear men talking in the hallway. So before she open the door, she look at the peephole and she sees it's the maintenance men and they going upstairs. So she come back and tell Regina, well, the maintenance men already know what's going on. They upstairs, I guess handling the problem. So, okay, cool. Regina turns to go in her room, and right as they turn away, the bubble pop, water go everywhere. God damn it, man, my lace front was in there, man. God damn. Like, Evelyn going off. My fucking dress was in there. They mad as hell about this shit. So, Regina like, calm down, get dressed for school. Okay, cool. Somebody knocks on the door, so Courtney goes to the door. Courtney got on her little pajama shirt and her little shorts or whatever. She goes to the door, and when she opens the door, it's a maintenance man at the door. And he's standing there, and he's looking at her head like, no, he don't look her up and down. Instantly, Courtney felt uncomfortable. She like, what you want? And he like, yeah, I'm the maintenance man, and I wanted to ask if y'all had any damages in y'all house from what happened upstairs. So, while he talking to Courtney, he's staring at her breasts and everything. So she like closed the door. She closed the door. She's like, Mom, maintenance man at the door. You know what I'm saying? She felt weird. So Courtney goes on her room and Regina comes to the door and she comes to the door. She got on her pajamas, but she got a robe on. You know what I'm saying? Her robe is open. She opened up the door and she like, yes. So, and he's looking at her the same way like, yeah. I want to know if y'all had any damages from what happened upstairs. Regina grabs her robe. She closes it up like, okay. Yeah, we got damages from upstairs. You know what I'm saying? I need you to come in here and look at it. So he comes into the house. When he comes in the house, Evelyn walked through with her little pajamas on. He stares at Evelyn, looking her up and down. And Evelyn like roll her eye like, ugh. You know what I'm saying? And she go on about her way. So Regina like, excuse me, sir. And he like, oh, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? And she brings him into the bathroom. He come look. He see that the bubble done popped. There's water all on the floor. He looks at Regina. He like, I'll be back to fix this later. And she like, whatever, you know what I'm saying? He goes on back through the living room and goes out the door. And he turns around right before she get ready to close the door. He turns around and he like, so you want to go and have drinks sometime? And she like, no. And she slammed the door. No, slammed the door in his face. Courtney and Evelyn like, that motherfucker's nasty. He's creepy as fuck. I don't like him, mama. She like, girl, I feel the vibe. You know what I'm saying? So Regina looked at the peephole. He was still standing in front of the door, like just looking at the door and shit. Like he was mind fucking them on the other side of the door. And Regina just watched him. And then finally he went on upstairs. So when he went on upstairs, she told Courtney and Evelyn, y'all hurry up going to the bus stop. I don't want that man coming out while y'all out there. You know what I'm saying? So she let them out the door. They go on to the bus stop. Regina calls the rent office and let the rent office know what happened. Look, this creepy ass maintenance man, I don't like him. He was looking at me and my kids weird as fuck. Don't send him back down here. Send another maintenance man to fix my shit. Don't send that man back down here. And of course, the rent officer was like, we'll handle it. We didn't know he did that. We'll speak with him. We'll take whatever we need to do. You know what I'm saying? She's like, okay, cool. So Regina goes on to work. She comes home after picking the girls up from after school. You know what I'm saying? She comes home, whatever. When she comes to the door, comes to the house and get to the door, Courtney's about to open the door with her key. And before she can stick her key in the door, Mr. Creepy is what we're now going to call him. Mr. Creepy opens up the damn apartment door. Instantly, Courtney jumps back like, "Mama!" And Regina like, "What the fuck are you doing in my house?" Like, she instantly glows off the deep end. "What the fuck are you doing in my house? Why is you in my house?" And he's standing out there looking at her up and down. She going off, and he like, And she going like, "Why the fuck? Get the fuck out of my house!" And another maintenance man runs from the back, and he like, "Oh, ma'am, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. He was just helping me out, but I'm almost done with the job." He looked, "Mr. Creepy, go sit in the truck. Go sit in the truck and wait on me." And he comes out and he looks at them all the same way, and everybody backing up to let him by. He licking his lips and he going down the stairs. Regina and the girls come in the house like, "Didn't they fucking tell you not to have that dude in my goddamn apartment?" And he like, "Look, I'm sorry, we short staffed. I just needed a little help. I figured I can rush through this job, get it done before you got here so y'all wouldn't cross paths. I do apologize. I'm so sorry, but I'm almost done. I just want you to see what all I got to do next." You know what I'm saying? So she comes into the bathroom. He like, "All I really got to do is let it dry. Just let it dry. I feel like it's good like this." She was like, "You see, it ain't no water spots." So he did really good work. You know what I'm saying? He did what he came to fucking do. So she was like, "Okay, cool. You need to get him away from my apartment." So the dude was taking his stuff to the front door, putting it out in the hallway. Oh, Mr. Creepy was getting it from the hallway, putting it in the truck. So he got all his stuff up out of there. He apologized again. "I'm so sorry." You know what I'm saying? He closed the door. She locked the door. Of course, she called her in office and left a message and went off about this shit. Cool. So few months go by. You know what I'm saying? Oh boy, now Mr. Creepy is just popping up in places he ain't supposed to be, cleaning out the breezeways and shit by their apartment. You know what I'm saying? Popping up at the fucking bus stop, just watching, staring. You know what I'm saying? Being reckless as fuck, staring at them, watching them when they go to school. Courtney and Evan like, "This shit is creepy as fuck." You know what I'm saying? They come back home, they let Regina know. Regina like, as long as we're in the house, we good. They even felt like they were being watched even when they was in the fucking house. Like, it just felt creepy. It felt off. It felt wrong. You know what I'm saying? So after the girls kept complaining to Regina about what happened, Regina was like, maybe the fucking feng shui in the house is off. Maybe the energy is off. So one Saturday, she gets up and she tells Courtney and Evelyn, "Look, y'all, maybe the energy is off in the fucking house. We're going to rearrange the house." You know what I'm saying? Open up the living room. Let some, good energy come in. You know what I'm saying? Because she was into that shit. And the girls was like, "Bet." So that Saturday, they spent the whole Saturday rearranging every room. You know what I'm saying? Moving furniture so they can have open up spaces. You know what I'm saying? So they spent the whole Saturday rearranging rooms. Now, as they're rearranging these rooms and shit, well, you know what? Before they started rearranging the rooms, I'm sorry. Before they started rearranging the rooms, after Regina called and reported him popping up at places and shit like that, the rent office finally fired Mr. Creepy. So they fired Mr. Creep ass, and everything was supposed to be good from that point on. Now, after they fired Mr. Creepy, they didn't tell Regina and Evelyn and Courtney and them that they fired him. They just did it. You know what I'm saying? They just noticed they didn't see him hanging around no more like he used to be. You know what I'm saying? And then in the middle of the night, they would hear like weird sounds. And they would get up to check and see what it is. And thank you, Regina. Thank you, Miss D. So they would get up and check for sounds, but never find nothing. There'll be time they'll get up in the middle of the night and the refrigerator and cabinets and shit, doors and shit will be open, and they know they didn't do that shit and they didn't understand what the fuck was going on. So, of course, you know what I'm saying? That's when they decided to move the room around because it was like weird shit was going on. We're going to change the shit around. We're going to fix everything. So they changed everything around. Cool. So they, about a good, 4 to 5 days after them rearranging shit, they come home. And in these 4 or 5 days, there's been no weird activity. The refrigerators have stayed closed. The cabinets have stayed closed. The sounds have stopped. So, Regina and them felt like it was the energy. It's the energy in the fucking house. So they felt like they fixed the problem. 4 or 5 days after this shit go by, they come into the house and the house smells funky. Like it's been closed in, like really weird. Really stinky fucking smell. So You know, they go to the kitchen, they look in the refrigerator. It ain't no old food. The smell ain't coming from old food. They check the trash. The smell ain't coming from the trash. They check all the trashes because everybody got a trash in their room and the bathroom. So they checking all the trash. Can't figure out where the fuck the smell is coming from. So they call the rent office. Tell the rent office, and then they call the maintenance man. The maintenance man come down there. It's the same man that fixed the ceiling. He comes down there, and when he comes, like time, Courtney opens the door for him. The smell hits him in the face, and he like, I got, goddamn, what the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? They like, that's what we called you for. And he like, oh my God, that is awful. Like, y'all sure y'all ain't got bad food? No, we've checked for the food. Hey, Marcus, hey, Nikia. No, we've checked for the food. It's not the food. You sure ain't the trash? Like, no, we've checked the trash. It's not there. He like, okay, so, y'all, okay, so tell your mom I said come to the door. So Regina comes to the door and she got her nose all covered. He like, I'm gonna need you and your girls to come out, you know what I'm saying? So I can try to check and see where the fuck this smell comes from. Like, this is bad. Like, this is really bad. So Regina was like, okay, cool. So her, Courtney, and Evelyn, they come out the house, they sit in the car. He goes into the apartment, close the door. So they just sit in the car, you know what I'm saying, with the air on, like, oh my God, fresh air. Smells so good in here, like, oh my God, it stinks so bad in the house. You know what I'm saying? They sit in the car for about 10 minutes and then they realize two shiny Mercedes Benz pulls up behind the car. The fuck? Who are these people? They get out and Regina notices one of the rent office people. So, you know, they go in, they rush upstairs, they go to the apartment. And next thing you know, like 3 police cars pull up. Like, what the fuck is going on around here? Police pull up, they jump out the car, they go up to Regina and them apartment. Like, what the fuck is going on? Courtney, I'm like, Mama, what's going on? I don't know. One of the policemen come down. He said, ma'am, you the one who live in this apartment right here? Regina said, yes, I am. He said, can you and your kids get out the car and come here for a second? So they get out the car and they get into the breezeway of the apartments. He said, can y'all answer me a couple questions before we go in? Sure, no problem. We can answer whatever you need. Like, what's going on? What's wrong? You know, Virginia's like, what's wrong? What's going on? He asked Virginia. The rent office told us that y'all was having issues with a maintenance man, Mr. Creepy. And Regina was like, yeah. She was like, I wouldn't exactly call it, issues because me and him, we never spoke on our issues. It was just I notified them every time I had a problem with them. Okay, well, what happened? So, Courtney tell him about how he would pop up at the bus stop staring at them and shit like that. And then Evelyn told him about how he would be in a breezeway, cleaning a breezeway, even when he didn't have a work order to be in their area by their building, he would still do shit like that. And of course, Regina told him about they first encounter, how he was looking at her children up and down and all that shit. So she didn't run off and know what was going on. You know what I'm saying? He was like, okay. So when the last time y'all seen Mr. Creepy? Well, last time we seen Mr. Creepy was the day that I went off on his ass for being in my motherfucking house. And that was a while ago. Like, I ain't seen this man in a while. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you sure? Yeah, I'm sure. What you talking? What's going on? He's like, well, come on in. So they get upstairs, and when they walk into the apartment, the police is pulling a body out of a vent, a floor vent that's on the floor. They are pulling a body out of the fucking vent. And Regina and Courtney and Evelyn like, what the fuck? The body is bloated. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell? Regina noticed that she had a whatnot shelf, like one of them big ass shelves you put a bunch of shit on. She had a whatnot shelf in front of this vent. They moved a whatnot shelf in front of this vent to open up the room. You know what I'm saying? And they like, what the hell is that? So the cop looks at him and he like, that's Mr. Creepy. Huh? How? What the how? So the rent office people come to him and they say, they fired Mr. Creepy for what was going on, you know what I'm saying? And Mr. Creepy turned in all his keys except for the master key to their apartment. She said they had been reaching out to Mr. Creepy trying to get the goddamn key, but he wasn't answering the phone. He wasn't responding to them, and they hadn't seen him. So they couldn't get the key back. But they didn't feel a need to warn her. She got 2 teenage daughters, whatever. They didn't feel a need to warn her. So, okay. So the cops come to the conclusion that Mr. Creepy came to their apartment while the girls was in school and while Virginia was at work, and he had been living inside their vent in the apartment. He had been eating their food in the middle of the night or when they was going to work. Like, these are the noises they were hearing in the middle of the night. This is why cabinets and refrigerators was left open. And once they did they feng shui thing and put that fucking whatnot shelf in front of the vent, there was no way for him to turn around. He went in the vent foot first so he could push the damn gate out and come out whenever he felt like it. And he went in that same way. He went in feet first. So when she put this whatnot shelf in front of this vent, he couldn't move it. He couldn't push it. He didn't have the strength. He didn't have nothing to ground his feet on to give him that push to move it. He couldn't do shit, and he was stuck inside this fucking vent. Ended up dying inside this fucking vent. Regina, I'm like, are you fucking serious? Yeah. Like, that's why I had the feeling of being watched in the fuck out. Yeah, he was here the whole time. They came to the conclusion that Mr. Creepy, the maintenance man, the maintenance man, moved into her fucking apartment in her vent, and she had no idea he was watching them as they walked around the house in their underwears and bras. He saw everything before they moved the furniture around. So the police take the body out of the house. Of course, the rent office offers Regina a new apartment, tell her she can move, she feel uncomfortable being here. But Regina declines because at this point, Regina only has 2 months left. You know what I'm saying? At the job, I finish up these 2 months. I'm going back home. So they don't need to be trying to pack up what I have here to move to a new unit, to have to move again within 60 days. She's like, fuck that. That's too much. No. She's like, we'll be good. So, of course, the cops took the, body up out of the house. Shit, maintenance people came down there and cleaned out her, vents and all that shit, changed out everything, okay? And she, they kept living there. A week after they fired Mr. Creepy, Evelyn and Regina and Courtney all agreed they started having the feeling of being watched. They always had a feeling like somebody was right behind them as they walked through the house. No matter where they was going, they always had this feeling. And then a couple of days after that, they started waking up to the refrigerator doors and cabinets being left open. Instantly, oh my God, another maintenance man in the damn house. They check the vents, they check everything. They don't find nothing. They close the refrigerator doors, they close, the cabinet doors, and every morning they will wake up with the same shit. Well, week after that happened, they all sitting in the living room and they're watching TV. And good night, love. They all sitting in the living room watching TV. And as they're watching this movie together, the lights go off. So Regina like, oh my goodness. So she gets up and she looks out the window and she noticed every other apartment got lights except for hers. Like, what the fuck? So she goes over to her little fuse box. Flip, 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 flip. Won't come on. She come back and flop down on the couch, grab her phone to get ready to call the maintenance man. And all of a sudden the light in the bathroom cuts on. But when it cuts on, Mr. Creepy, the body size, the hair, everything. Mr. Creepy was standing in the doorway of the living room and the light was shining around him. And he was standing like right there. His fist was clenched tight. They just saw him and instantly everybody like flipped over their goddamn couch that they was on, hit the floor and went to run out the goddamn door. They ran straight out the house, jumped in the car. Regina got a hotel for them. She decided they were going to stay in the hotel until it was time for them to go. She stayed in the hotel. She paid movers to send her shit back home, paid for storage for it to be there. So when they got back, they should already be in time. She did not want to stay in none of the apartment. She felt like that apartment was cursed. The apartment buildings, not just her apartment. She felt like if she moved, he would move with her. So, she didn't want to be in them apartments at all. They got their shit. They got the hell up out of there. 2 months later, the little time she had left, she ended up moving back home. They never seen Mr. Creepy again. She did get the new position at the new job, paying more money, but she's never, seen Mr. Creepy again. The girls ain't never, Courtney or Evelyn ain't never seen Mr. Creepy again. And she fears every time somebody at her job has to come to Georgia to do training for any amount of time because she's like, what if the same thing that happened to me happened to them? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, she has a fear of Georgia now because of her experience. But they all made it home safely and they never had any more contact with Mr. Creepy ass. So, That was you guys' first story. This is your brief intermission where you get to go to the bathroom, get you something to drink, retwist your twisties, refill your shot glasses, go over and tip your auntie, close my door, and meet me back here in 3 minutes for the second story of the night. Yeah, she's scared, honey. She said she's not going to no more states that she ain't got family in. She ain't like that shit at all. But all my relatives out here that are single women that are living with their kids alone, ain't got no boo thing, no cutty buddy, none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Friends with benefits. You ain't got nothing along the males, gender that can punch a motherfucker in the face for getting wrong with you and your kids. Yeah, and you stand in these apartments. Yeah, watch yourself. That's the only message Regina had. Watch yourself. She said, because nobody ever think about the maintenance man, but the maintenance man got a master key to every goddamn apartment. Maintenance man in your house without you even knowing it, unless you got cameras in your fucking house. Other than that, how you gonna know the maintenance man been there? Cameras can be put in your home. You not know a goddamn thing. Why? Because you was at work and the maintenance man was in your goddamn house with his master key. So she's just like, be on the lookout, be careful, don't let your guard down. She's real, yeah. She about ready to teach every woman in Georgia self-defense classes because of what happened to her. So, yeah. Hey, sister, auntie, I hate my job and I gotta leave. Oh, it's okay. It's okay, Nikhil. That's why we got the replay. You can always replay it. It's all good. Don't worry, love. Go ahead and get your bag. Don't let us stop you from getting your bag. I'm telling you, still. Look at somebody, ladies, is y'all hiring. So they don't ready to be a bodyguard for anybody that don't have somebody that can punch a motherfucker in the face when they come to you raw. Nino said he is taking applications, and if you need somebody to help, he'll punch a motherfucker in the face for you. Sorry I'm late. I'm at work. Okay, Peaches. Okay, Peaches. You at work, but you late. You still late. You still late. You love your story. Thank you, Evelyn. He's like, yeah, I'll be your bodyguard. All right. Oh my goodness, I can't with you. I got that heat for that I'm talking about. That's exactly what you better have it, cause boy, motherfuckers don't care. You better have it, girl. If you don't stop calling me while I'm on. Okay, guys, we're about to get ready to start this. Why do you do that? You know what I'm doing right now, and you want to call me and keep blowing up my phone like I'm not busy right now. You know what I'm doing.
Sorry, I forgot you were last night.
Really?
Yes, for real. Something is wrong with my boyfriend. Look what I did you.
Why you didn't call his mama?
I did. She just gonna say, oh, he just woke up. No, it's not because he just woke up because it happened all day.
Hold on, y'all. I'm coming. My child just don't care about what I got going on. It's all about her.
I do.
What? Okay. Did he get into a fight? He woke up with his eyes swollen like that? He can't what?
He came home from school with his eyes swollen like that.
Maybe it's gonna soon be the pink eye. Tell him to put some warm rags on his eye. That should stop with the itching and the swelling. Just keep a warm rag on it, and when he get a chance, get some eye drops to try to clean his eyes out. If he can't get no eye drops, just tell him try to use like some water to clean his eyes out. Maybe he got something in his eyes or something that's irritating his eyes. But yeah, warm rag on his face, on his eyes. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not Dr. Quinn, medicine woman. Don't call me with all this stuff going on. I can't cure cancer and all that stuff. Okay. I know I'm a super mom, but I ain't that damn super. Okay. So tell your boyfriend he gonna live. Y'all just put warm rag on his face. Keep the warm rags on his face, and the swelling, the itching should go down. And if he got a Benadryl, give him a Benadryl. He might have took some he allergic to. You're welcome.
Love you. Bye.
Love you too. Bye. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry, y'all. My child think I got the cure for everything. She think I got the answer to everything. And she don't want to try to figure it out. She just want me to get her the answer to everything. Okay. Hey, into the blue 222. All right, guys. We about to get ready to start this second story. If you guys are ready, go ahead and give me those thumbs. Don't forget to thumbs up the live and thumbs up in the chat. I need 2 thumbs from everybody so we can start this second story. Look, I'm here, but I'm late, Auntie. You already know I need a late slip. All my late people, I need a late slip. Send your girl, send your Auntie them late slips. Boy, Nino, you ain't see that beat? I'm gonna leave that for another time, cause boy, I can't even get talking on that, but I'll be stuck all day. Alrighty, guys. The second story has Nino, Peaches, and Gemini. Nino, Peaches, Gemini. Are you guys in the building? I know Nino in the building. Peaches in the building. She gotta pay you since she call and ask questions. Right, Justin. How I be feeling? Yeah, I know you ain't Nino, cause you saw it, boy. We back-to-back champions. You saw it, Nino. Spank that ass last night. I told you on TikTok for the game. You started who to bet your money on. Told y'all, but you gonna buy and get with, but Nino, but we gonna bring that third one home, y'all. Ass. Oh, here she go. How you, God damn, how you gonna blame me, Tay Tay? Now the camera by my door is going off for no reason again. How you gonna blame me for that? Cause you got them big ass water bugs that can set off your damn camera. You gonna blame it on me? That's rude as hell. That's rude as hell. Lucky, lucky. Are you kidding me? You don't need luck. But Nino, do I need to play you what? But I got the recording of what Kirby said to them boys that sit them boys and I like that last night. But you better go. What's the app I need to download because I keep putting Telegram, Telegram, step. I live in Alaska. Ain't no water. So big ass snowflakes, whatever you want to call it, Tay, but it wasn't me. Okay. All right. So Nino, Peaches, Gemini, this is you guys' story. So Nino and Peaches have been dating for a while in high school. At this point, they're in high school. When the story happens, they're in high school, and they have been dating 9th grade, 10th grade, and they about to go into their 11th grade year. So they have been dating a while, and things was getting serious. You know what I'm saying? Words was being said, like engagement stuff like that. It was getting serious. Of course, Peach's friends thought this shit was so cute. Nino friend, homeboy, but like that's what I'm talking about, except for one homeboy. One homeboy was like, why the fuck you want to do that? You know what I'm saying? It was this one hating ass homeboy that kept around him, but didn't look at him like a hater. He just looked at him like the other side. You know what I'm saying? Like you got motherfuckers that's for you, and then you got motherfuckers that's not for you. You want to know the pros and the cons. Put it like that. They're the pros, he's the con. He's the nigga that put doubt in your fucking head every time some shit go down. You know what I'm saying? But Nino kept him around. Because he was homeboy. But he kept asking, why the fuck, you know what I'm saying? He like, now you already don't really hang around with us because you always with her. He was a hater, you know what I'm saying? By nature, he was born that way. So, like, he didn't want to hear that shit. Just be, just be happy for me that I found somebody I love and I want to be with. And then homeboy was like, bet. Mm-hmm. Peaches, Gemini, which was Peach's mother, she didn't like Nino. She felt like Nino had her baby moving too fast. She felt like their relationship was moving too fast. They still kids. They still in high school. They got a lot to experience. You know what I'm saying? She just felt like Nino wasn't good for Peaches. So she would always speak on it. And Peaches will always be like, Mom, this is how I feel. This is my man. This is what I want. You should be happy for me. And you know what I'm saying? And Gemini just expressed to her, like, I don't want you to get hurt. I don't want something to happen to you. I want you to experience life. You know what I'm saying? And jokingly, Peaches was like, if anything ever happened to me, honey, I'll break an arm and drag him right on back here so you can break the other one. And they laughed about the shit. You know what I'm saying? Peaches came over, gave Gemini a kiss on the cheek. I love you, Mom. You so overprotective, but I love you. And Gemini, like, I'm just doing my damn job. Don't be mad at me for doing my job. And Peaches run on upstairs. Gemini downstairs cooking. Peaches shoot back downstairs like 5 minutes later. She's like, Mom, I'll be right back. And she runs on out the door. Normally, when she does this, it's normal for her to do this. So it was nothing to worry about. So Nino, is at the house chilling, watching TV, and he get a knock at the door. He goes to the door. It's his old hating ass homeboy, and he like, "What's going on, Nino?" Nino like, "Shit, I'm just chilling. Come on in." He invite the homeboy in, so the homeboy come in. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just watching game. You know what I'm saying? You watch the game. They had earlier today, and the old boy was just like, "Why you trying to marry her, man? Like, that's exactly how he came out. Why you trying to marry her?" And like, "Damn, bro, you still on this shit?" Like, if you spoke to my homeboy, just be happy for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the fucking problem, bro? You act like I'm fucking you, and your homeboy got pissed off, like, gone with that gay shit. I'm just saying, you acting like a real pussy. You right here letting her tell you what to do, you know what I'm saying? Words got exchanged, shit got heated, blows got thrown. You know what I'm saying? They ended up fighting in the living room. Nino parents run in, break the shit up, tell his hating ass homeboy, go home, cool off. Y'all will be homeboys later. Go home, cool off. Like, fuck that. Fuck him. Don't ever come back. Don't say shit to me. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Old boy left and was at the house. So Gemini's at home. She got dinner on the table. She's waiting on Peaches to come back because Peaches is supposed to be, eating dinner. So she's sitting there waiting on Peaches to come back. And an hour goes by and Peaches is not back. So she called Peaches' phone, and Peaches' phone rings upstairs on her bed. The fuck? So she go through Peaches' phone. She get Nino number. She called Nino. Nino, can you tell your girlfriend that dinner is ready? It's been ready 45 fucking minutes, and I need her here to eat. And Nino like, Peaches not with me. Okay, look, stop playing with me. I don't have time for the bullshit. Stop playing with me. Tell that girl, get her ass home before she be grounded and y'all not see each other for the next 2 months if she don't get her ass here and eat dinner. And Nino was like, I swear to God, Miss Gemini, Peaches not with me. I haven't talked to Peaches all day. Are you serious right now? He like, I'm serious. I haven't talked to Peaches all day. He like, where's Peaches? She like, I don't know. She ran out of here like an hour ago saying she'll be right back. I thought she was with you. He like, I ain't talked to Peaches. So at this point, she's getting worried. The fuck? So she's out, riding around looking for Peaches. Can't find Peaches. Now like 5-6 hours done went by. She calls Nino phone again. Nino ain't even sleep. He like, Peaches? And she like, so you ain't heard from Peaches? And no, I ain't heard from Peaches. Like, I've been waiting on her to call. I've been texting her phone. And she like, Nino, I knew it. I knew you was going to do something to my baby. And Nino like, what the fuck? I didn't do nothing, Miss Gemini. I really didn't do it. And she hung up the phone and called the police. I need to report my child missing. And I think her boyfriend did it. Police come over and talk to Gemini. Gemini tells them, everything, how they moving so fast, how they too young to be so, in their relationship like this, and how her daughter was coming right back. That's why she left her phone on the bed. She wasn't planning on being gone long. She was planning on coming right back. She left her phone on the bed. She only leaves when she go out with her boyfriend, Nino, and she know I really don't like him. So, yeah, Gemini laid it on real thick, so thick that the police went to Nino's house right after hers. You know what I'm saying? They questioning Nino, and Nino's like, no, you know what I'm saying? I ain't been nowhere. I've been in the house. My parents can tell you. And they was telling them, Nino hadn't been nowhere. Can we check your phone? They were going through everything. You know what I'm saying? So after they got all the little information from Nino was like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? He hit the streets to start looking. Nino parents was with him. Her mama had started calling people, telling people she needed help looking for her. And they started a search. They started looking for Peaches. And then just looking and looking for Peaches. Then the police got involved after they couldn't find nothing on Nino's phone. They got involved, but Nino was still prime suspect number one. You know what I'm saying? They were still watching Nino. They wanted to see how Nino was gonna respond, how he gonna act at this search, how he gonna carry himself. Was he gonna actually show up for the search? You know what I'm saying? They was watching every fucking thing that Nino was doing. But Nino showed up to every search every day. And he helped look for Peaches every day. So the sixth day of going into searching, they find Peaches' body. Peaches had been raped and strangled. And Jim and I lost it. She said, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. They said, well, you need to come down here and identify the body anyway. Jim and I went down there with a family member. Sure as shit, it was Peaches. She couldn't believe it. I knew he did this to my baby. My baby, I know he did this to my baby. He did this to her. And they're like, who did this to her? And she like, Nino. Nino did this to my baby. My baby always said she was going to save herself a marriage. And he finally got tired of waiting. And he done killed my baby. Like, she laid it on thick again. You know what I'm saying? Here they come Nino's house. And Nino's parents was like, no, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't gone. We need to take him in for interrogation. And they bring Nino in. And Gemini grieves and grieves and grieves. And up until the day it's time for Peaches' funeral. She didn't even want to go. But she just kept hearing Peaches in her head. Or, you know, she kept hearing Peaches. Mama, get up. Mama, get up. And Gemini didn't want to get up. She just kept hearing, Mama, get up. Come on, Mama, get up. So she got up, you know what I'm saying, and drugged herself to get dressed. Cried half the morning, got to the church, stood there with the pastor to welcome everybody in and thank them for coming. People are pouring into the church for Peaches' funeral. As she's standing there, she looks at the door and Nino comes through the door. Oh, the audacity of this motherfucker. Right before she got ready to chew Nino's head off, here come hating ass homeboy. We're going to call hating ass homeboy Junior, okay? Here comes Junior. Junior behind Nino. Junior got a broken arm. And when Jim and I saw that shit, instantly what Peaches said popped up in her head. You know, if anybody ever fucked with me, I'll break their arm and drag them back to you so you can break the other one. Instantly, that shit started to play in her head. And she ran at this boy like, it's him. She ran at this goddamn boy, but Nino jumped in front of her like, no, Miss Gemini. I know, Miss Gemini. Calm down, calm down. You know, calm down, Miss Gemini. Come on, come on. And he walked up to the front to sit her down, and she was shaking, and she was just like, Nino, who is that? Who is that boy? And Nino was like, who, Junior? That's Junior. That's my friend. She like, She looked back, you know what I'm saying? That Junior, the boy just sitting there, fucking arm cast up and slinging everything. He just sitting there. So while her, you know, Gemini and Nino is sitting there, you know, she's like, her leg is shaking. She's bawling. She wants to snap right now. And while she's sitting there, everybody's sitting at that, you know, sitting in the pew, just waiting on everything to get started. She's shaking and shit. Her whole body is vibrating. She's so goddamn mad. She's sitting there and right in her right ear, like right here, she hears, he did it, mama. That's him. And when she hears it, Nino stands up and he calmly walks past Gemini. And he walks right in front of his homeboy. And he looked at it. And he was like, why? And Junior was like, what you talking about, man? Why what? Why what? And Nino looked up. And looked back at him and said, look, don't play games, bro. I'm gonna only ask you one more time. Why? And again, Junior like, why what? What you talking about, bro? When he get bruh out his mouth, Nino haul off and whoop his ass right there in church. I'm talking about the blows was coming so fucking fast you couldn't even count them. He knocked this boy to the goddamn ground. He was beating the blood out this boy fucking face. Gemini behind him trying to get him off. Nino, she pulling on Nino, trying to get Nino off. Nino snatching away from her. Every lick he hit this boy with, it was like, why? Tell me why? 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 Tell me why? He just kept hitting this boy in the face hard as shit. Boom. I'm to my boy was damn near sleep. Nino was drilling this boy's face. I guess the police that's supposed to escort the funeral crew to to the burial. They hear the fighting going on in the church, and they get up and they run into the church to stop Nino. And Nino like, why? And Nino grabbed the boy other good arm and he twists that shit. And he like, tell me why, or I'm gonna snap your arm right now. And the police is coming to snatch Nino off. And Nino got this boy arm. The police grab Nino by the shoulders. And then boy scream out, because she was trying to take you from us. The police let Nino go. Nino broke his fucking arm anyway. Bow! Right there in front of everybody. Broke that shit anyway. The boy holler, Gemini grabs Nino. She pulls Nino back. The police run over, they grab old boy. He getting ready to go out to church. Before he get ready to go out to church, they, got him, finna lock him up and shit. Before he get ready to go out to church, he turn around and he look back at Gemini. He pulls his way back to Gemini. The police is pulling him back, but he trying to get to Gemini. He gets to Gemini just to say, I'm sorry. And before he can say sorry, Gemini slapped the taste out his fucking mouth. I'm talking about, he felt every finger, palm, crease in her hand. She slapped the dog shit out of him. Bow! Hard as shit. And the police just drug his ass on out the fucking church. And they drug him out. The rest of the church was following because, we all nosy as fuck. So the rest of the church getting up like, let me go find out what's going on. And everybody rush out behind the cops and Junior, including the pastor. Everybody just rushes out. You know what I'm saying? And then when they go out, Gemini looks over at Nino and she like, Nino, how you know? How you know? And he was like, Peaches told me. She looked at him. She like, what you mean? He like, Peaches told me. She was like, you heard her say he did it? And Nino looked at her and he was like, you heard that too? She was like, I heard it, Nino. I thought I had been losing my mind. Nino like, I thought I had been losing my fucking mind. He said, I've been hearing her ever since the day she went missing. I've been hearing her. She been talking to me like, I love you, babe. Like, I've been hearing her and I thought I was losing my fucking mind. He said, but you heard it. You heard what she said. And Gemini was like, I heard that. I heard it, Nino. I heard her say that was him. And like, he just started crying. He was like, I knew I went crazy. I loved her. He was telling Gemini, I loved her. I would have never hurt her. I would have never hurt her. And Gemini just hugged him. And they hugged. And you know what I'm saying? He hugged her tight. They cried and everything. And all of a sudden, you can hear, you guys make a great team. And they stopped. And they looked back. And it was Peaches. She was standing right next to her body, next to the casket. She was just looking at them. She had on a long white dress. She was just looking at them, smiling. And Nino looked back, and Gemini looked back. When Nino saw her, he like, babe, I love you so much. I miss you so much. And she just looked at him. She was just smiling. And Gemini was like, I got him, baby. I told you I was going to get him. We got him. You can rest now. We got it. And she looked at Gemini. She looked at Nino. Then she looked over at her body, looked at her face and stuff. And she looked back at Gemini and Nino. And she was just like, I love y'all. And y'all take care of each other. And she started to walk down the aisle. And Nino and Gemini watched her walk down the aisle. They stood in the center of the aisle and watched her walk down the aisle. And then all of a sudden, the church doors open up and the sunlight comes in so bright. And all of a sudden, you just see the pastor and everybody from the church coming back into the church. She was gone. They just walked right in. Like when the sunlight happened, she was just gone. The pastor and the rest of everybody from, the funeral was coming back into the church. And Nino and Gemini were just standing there hugging each other. And they turned around and looked at her body. And, Gemini touched her hand and she was just like, I got you, baby. And he was like, she good now. She good. And Nino kept up with Gemini. He kept checking on her. He kept making sure he kept his word. He took care of her. She made sure he was good. If he was hungry, he came by, she fed him. If, she needed bread and he had the car, he went and got it. They looked out for each other. And later on down the line, she really wished that Peaches would have married Nino. She said Nino was the best man for her, baby. And she just didn't know that back in the day. But she was like, he was the best man for my baby. I didn't know it because I was blind by my own bullshit and my own thoughts. She was like, but my daughter saw something special in Nino. And had she been here, I would have gave her my blessing for her and Nino to get married. So yeah, but old boy ended up confessing. Junior, when they locked Junior ass up, Junior ended up confessing to raping and strangling Peaches, and he was sentenced to 67 years in prison for what he did, without the possibility of parole. But he got sentenced to 67 years. So That was the end of you guys' second story. This is your brief intermission where you get to go to the bathroom, get yourself a drink, retwist your twisties, refill your shot glasses, go over and tip your auntie, close the door, and meet me back here in 3 minutes for the last story of the night. Thank you, Miss T. Nah, my late slip, my absence slip. Oh, I hope I'm hunted that man to the day he died, right? Well, I can't get his side. I can't get his side of the story if you still fucking with him in jail. I can't get it, but God know how to handle people better than we can. And if he felt like you being there to get on his nerve the whole time, bitch, I hope your spirit is singing 1,237 bottles of beer on the wall in that motherfucker like day in and day out. Like, annoying shit. Just drive him up the fucking wall. You just drive him crazy. But Peaches, I hope you liked your story. Y'all still ain't closing my door. Can I get y'all to close my door? If you're new to my page and I say close my door, that means thumbs up my live. Please thumbs up the live. I greatly appreciate it. We got this last story coming up. We're about to go ahead and get ready. Get it started. Right. Right. Or doing that little spit shit. Tell you, you spit and make you suck that shit back in. Like you stand over here and let that shit get big close to your face before they just annoy the fuck out of you, right? Oh my goodness. Marcus, I hope you being safe on the road. I hope you either just listening and driving or parked and watching, however you do it. I hope you being safe in the process. Y'all come on and give it a thumb. Let me know you ready for the last story of the night. Last story of the night, people. Last story of the night. Give it a thumbs. Last time to tip your auntie. Last time to put yourself in a story time for this week, if possible. Yep. So, again, my ghost friends to do the same thing. He did it over and over again every night, right? Girl, like, oh, all this because I don't know how thick the bond of brotherhood went with this boy, but he was not bullshitting. He was mad, man. Like, damn. Thank you, Nino. Nino, thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, so yes, yeah, I think the bonds of brotherhood was a little too tight in that situation. I don't know if he had like I don't know if he was in love with you or I don't know, bro. But that shit, but if he took your girlfriend out the picture because he like, I don't know what to call that, honey. All right, guys. So this is the last story of the night. The last story of the night. Now, the last story of the night has Tasha and Jackie. Tasha and Jackie are the two people in the last story of the night. The last story of the night is also a family member's story. Okay? It's a family member story. Now, when I get done with this story, if you got any questions for this family member will put a high five in the chat to let you know who they are. And then you can ask that person all the questions you would like to ask them. Okay? Do we all understand? We all understand this is a family member story.
Funniest thing happened to me. I was listening to Mi Corazona, right? And I was dancing. I was in the kitchen. And then I looked at my shadow. And my legs look so skinny and everything. And it just looked like two toothpicks shaking in the wind. Mm-hmm. It was so funny.
Eat.
I'm
look at the legs.
No, I'm saying, it looks so funny.
All right, y'all. I'm not telling y'all who it is. I'm going to let them identify themselves at the end of the story if they would like, okay? Not going to tell y'all who it is. Y'all get to ask that person all the questions you want to ask, but Tasha and Jackie. How you scared yourself? I seen that through the camera. You scared yourself.
I didn't expect it. Because I was hiding under. You see, I was ducking under it, trying to cut it on so I wasn't triggered.
Oh my goodness.
But as soon as I cut it,
come turn Mr. Jingles off, please. I don't need my batteries used up. Cut Mr. Jingles off, please. So scared. It look like you digging in his ass right now. Girl, go leave me alone, man. I'm trying to finish your story. Leave me alone. All right, leave me alone. Okay with you.
that was just constant example.
All right, guys. Here we go. So Tasha and Jackie, this is you guys' story. I hope you guys like it. I like to hear it. Here it goes. Now, just to give y'all a little background history, Tasha been in this house for a while. It's not like the occurrences that happened in this house happened when she first moved in. No, she been living in this house for a while, and this shit just came all out of left field. But I'm gonna go ahead and give you the story anyway. So one day, Tasha come home from work early because Jackie wasn't feeling good in school. So the school called Tasha and told Tasha she needed to come get Jackie because she wasn't feeling good. So Tasha left work early and went and got Jackie and came home. Now, time Tasha and Jackie come into the house, Jackie walks in first. Tasha comes in behind her, and time she comes in, she can feel something's off. She can't put her finger on it, just something feels off. You know what I'm saying? But she comes on in the house, and she tells Jackie, go upstairs and put on your pajamas before you come downstairs to watch TV, because like I said, Jackie didn't feel good. Okay, mama. So Jackie goes upstairs, goes into her room. Tasha's locking the door, taking off her jacket for her uniform, and she hears Jackie scream. So Tasha rushes up the stairs, and her and Jackie meet each other in the hallway. Boom! And Jackie's like, "The lights, mama! The lights! The lights! Is somebody messing with the lights?" So Tasha goes into the room, and she sees Jackie's lights are flickering and flashing on and off. So Tasha goes into the other rooms and she turns the lights on, and none of the other lights are doing it, just the ones in Jackie's room. So she tells Jackie, "Oh, it's okay, baby. It's just a new light. You need a new light bulb. The light bulb's about to go out in here. I'm gonna change the light bulb. It's nobody in here. It's okay." And Jackie was like, "Okay." And she goes into the bathroom to change her clothes. You know what I'm saying? So she comes downstairs and she sits on the couch and she watches TV. So Tasha goes upstairs, change her clothes. She comes back downstairs, clean up like she's supposed to and everything. And she goes to cook, something to eat. While she's in the kitchen, she noticed the brightest light in the world, like shining. Like it looked like somebody put the sun on her patio. The light is bright as shit. So bright it catches her eye. She turns around and she noticed all this bright white light coming from her living room. So she goes into the living room and she can barely see. So she's like, "Jackie!" And Jackie slides the patio door open and the light just goes away. Jackie was on the patio. She like, "Jackie, you don't feel good. Get off the patio. Did you see that light?" And Jackie like, "What light?" Anyway, you need to get off the patio and come lay down and watch TV. You don't feel good. So Jackie said, "Okay." She closed the patio. She comes and sit down. Okay, cool. So Jackie sits down and Tasha goes to finish cooking dinner. When she finished cooking dinner, she tells Jackie, "Come on and eat, Jackie." Jackie says she's not hungry. She's okay. She don't want nothing to eat. Okay. So Tasha tells Jackie, "Go ahead and get in the bed." Jackie goes upstairs and get in the bed. Tasha eats anyway, and then she comes and sit down on the couch to watch TV. While she's watching TV, she hears footsteps coming from the living room, walking down towards the bedrooms. Fuck. So she attempts to get up, to see what the fuck is going on, but she can't move. So she looks back down the hallway, looks back to where the footsteps are going, and she sees a tall man with a black hood on walk right into Jackie's room. So at this point, Tasha's trying to get up off this goddamn couch to get in there to see what the fuck is going on, and she is practically glued to the fucking chair. She can't get up. Like, what the fuck is going on? She turns around to look to see what is holding her to the couch, and she sees herself asleep on the couch. she's looking at herself asleep on the couch. And once she starts like try to make sense of it, it's like, what the fuck? She's instantly like snatched back and she wakes up. When she wakes up, she jumps up off the couch. She sprints down the hallway to Jackie's room. She opens up the door, looks around in Jackie's room. There's nobody in there. She looks at Jackie and she can see heat radiating off this baby's body, like heat waves. She can see heat waves coming off this baby's body. So she runs over to Jackie and touches Jackie, and Jackie is burning up, like burning the fuck up. So she grabs Jackie and she rushes to the ER with Jackie. When she gets to the ER, doctors, get Jackie and they take her in and they come back and they let Tasha know that had she waited any longer, had she not brought Jackie in when she did, it could have been way worse. It could have been severe. And at this point, her stats was at like 88. So it could have been really, really bad. Thank you, Kayla. It could have been really, really bad for Jackie. They kept Jackie overnight for observation to make sure she was okay. But Tasha wonders, was this shadow, this tall man in the hood here to help me, warn me, do harm? What the fuck did it mean when I saw my own self asleep? Like, she's left with more questions than answers. All she do know is, had that not happened, had her not seen that tall, black, hooded figure walk into Jackie's room, she probably would have never went to go even check on Jackie. Jackie could have had a fever. When a kid gets like 105, that you die. It pretty much like your body done got too hot. It'll cook your fucking brain on the inside of your head. You'll pretty much die like anything past 105. So when she, seen this figure, she jumps up after snapping back to her body to, run down. Was that figure trying to warn her, like, come check on Jackie? Was that figure trying to hurt Jackie? Is the figure the reason Jackie got this fever all of a sudden so high? So basically, Tasha was left with more questions than answers, but she ended up, getting Jackie to the hospital in time, and they was able to take care of Jackie and, get Jackie back running to 1,000. You know what I'm saying? So Jackie's back better than ever, and she's moving around like any child would be moving around. Now, do anybody have any questions for the person of whose story this is? If you do, put a 1 in the chat. Person whose story this is, if you want everybody to know who you are, put a 5 in the chat. Oh no, let's see. They put the 5 in the chat, then you know who it is. Right, and she projected. She astral projected pretty much to see what she saw. Funny part about it is Tasha never remember going to sleep. Tasha don't remember going to sleep at all. Tasha was watching TV. And there's you guys 5. Now I knew it. There's you guys 5. So any questions that need to be asked? There's the person that you need to ask. Like, say what, girl? You so stupid enough. I can't with you. So stupid. So yes, that is y'all family member. Delshika is the family member whose story I just told. This happened to Delshika and her kids. She actually has 2 kids, but the second kid really didn't, wasn't involved in the story like that. So yeah. Delshika K wants to know, did you have any more encounters? While she answers, let me see if I got any more cash apps. So this is the time where you will go over and cash up your auntie for these amazing stories for the night. Well, not cash up, but tip your auntie for these amazing stories for the night. Kay, she says no, she hasn't had any more encounters. Yeah. So she hasn't had any more encounters. But we don't really know what the figure meant or why the figure showed up when it did. She said, yeah. I asked her, has she had any family members that, had passed that could have probably been the person that did it? They want to know how long ago did this happen. She actually has a son that this happened to, Evelyn. They want to know how's your son now. So, yeah. Does she have any special gifts since she astro projected? There's a question for you, Dashika. They want to know, Miss D. They want to know if, not Miss D, but D. They want to know. Oh my bad. It's okay, Evelyn. You because I switch it up. I don't like to put people business out of, so I switch up everything. So, let's see. How many encounters? No family members. She says she ain't had no more encounters with the figure. Yes. They want to know how your baby doing now. Let's see, but the house definitely has a presence, guys. So she is still she hasn't encountered the figure, but the house is still having activity to go on in it. You felt so peaceful when you astral projected, didn't you? I mean, it probably was peaceful doing it, but once she seen what she seen and couldn't move, that probably would have scared the shit out of her because you see this shit and you can't do nothing about it. Evelyn, she said her son is good now. He was in a deep sleep. Maybe that figure was a warning to wake you to get the baby to the hospital. Maybe that could have been the situation too. So it's just don't know. But if it hadn't been for the figure, she wouldn't have known. She wouldn't have went back there to check on the baby. She wouldn't have had no reason to go back there to check on the baby. That was the reason that she did go check on the baby because she saw the figure, and that's what made her go and check on the baby. And good thing she did because the baby needed to go to the hospital bad. But the baby wasn't presenting all these signs earlier, like it was gonna get severe like that. It just happened. So, yep. She said she was born with a veil over her face. Yep. But my mom said it was just an amniotic sac. That's not true because I was born with a veil too. That's not true. It is the amniotic sac. That's what they say, but it means more than just you having a fucking sack over your eyes. It means more than that. You said it was hooded. Yes, it was hooded. Is the presence peaceful? The presence that's in the house, I mean. I seen a hooded figure one time about 5 years ago, scared the hell out of me. I've heard that saying before, but didn't know what that meant. The what? A veil. So they say when kids are born with veils over their eyes, normally it's like when they bring you out and the sack is still around you almost, you know what I'm saying? Like you damn near came out still in the sack instead of how normal babies just come out naked like that. You normally, they'll come out still in the sack a little bit and you have like the sack all over your face. They call it a veil over your eyes, which means you have the ability, you have a gift. And it ain't always the same gift for everybody that's born with a veil. It could be something different. Like I was born with a veil. I can see spirits. I can hear spirits. I can feel when shit ain't right in rooms. I can feel when the situation ain't right. Other people may just only be able to hear spirits. And that type of shit will drive you crazy, especially when other folk can't confirm it. And then you may have some folk that can only see spirits but can't hear what they're trying to tell them. So the spirits just continue to, continue to harass you because you're not listening to them. And that makes it scary. You know what I'm saying? So it's different for everybody. Everybody don't have the same gift or the same ability. but you do come out with some type of gift that's connected to the other side. I was a kid at my auntie house. It probably was a reason. It probably was a reason. If you sit back and think, I'm pretty sure everybody in this live have seen a hooded figure at some point in their life, but just brushed it off because they didn't want to be scared. You just brushed that shit off, either rationalized it. But think about what was going on with you in life at that time. You know what I'm saying? Think about what you may have been going through. You know what I'm saying? That may tell you why this figure appeared, why it showed up at that time in your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, it may help. You may have seen that hooded figure, and then like maybe a month later, somebody passed. This hooded figure could have been there to warn you, but you was a child, you were too small to understand, you was scared, and you just didn't know. You know what I'm saying? But you think about what was going on in your life at that time. Think about what situations you was in that time, and you'll figure out if that goddamn hooded figures that'll warn you or do harm to you. And if that hooded figure done showed up before something major has happened, then 9 times out of 10, it was there to warn you. I saw a man just wasted wearing some army pants. That's the case. You can see sometimes you can see like a spirit would not, it's not complete. You know what I'm saying? You could like just see like some people will see faces in smoke and not the whole body. You know what I'm saying? Some people will just see the top portion and not the whole body. You know what I'm saying? So I saw him sitting up my yep, I'm a scaredy cat. For some reason, I'm not afraid of it. So it's a good. She's not afraid of it. Maybe it was there to warn her. I thought I was sleeping and it was a dream, but I actually woke up. I just said I was having a dream. And a dream, yeah. And we rationalize. That's you rationalizing that shit, and not you really trying coming to terms that I just went through this shit and I need to figure it out. That's you rationalizing, so you don't have to worry about it no more. I had a hooded figure with a white face hover over me one time when I was pregnant. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Maybe, I can't tell you why your hooded figures was there, but maybe, you went to the doctor right after that and the doctor saw something, or maybe it was there to warn you. Maybe it wanted your baby. I don't know. I can't tell y'all. Hooded figures don't talk to me because, to be honest with you, I'm kind of like y'all. Like I can see a spirit and be like, okay, that's a spirit. I can tell you that's a spirit. But when you start seeing like hooded figures and demons and shit like that, I don't stick around to start a conversation to figure out why he there, what he doing. I'm pretty much like y'all. I run for the hills, or I even pull. I even went to the fact where I pulled my kitty shit. Like I've seen some shit that scared me so bad it took me back to being 3 years old. A bitch pulled a blanket over my eyes and covered my eyes with the blanket. I was so scared. Like it's not like you can jump up and run because this shit be like right there. It just scares the fuck out of you. You just close your eyes and hope that shit is gone when you pull the cover back down because there's nothing more you can do. So, see, you were an abusive man at the time. See, that may have been a warning. It may have been a warning. You never know. It may have been a warning for you, Peaches. I can feel when someone close to me is going to die. Y'all know what the weirdest thing I've been experiencing lately, and I don't know why. I've Googled it, but nothing's coming up. I don't know what it means, but I've been smelling soil. I've been smelling like soil. It's like, yeah, it's like soil, like that smell when it's about to rain, soil type smell. I've been smelling it in my house. And it's not like it's just in one area. I can walk through my house anywhere, any spot in my house, and I smell it. And then it'll just be gone. And I can walk back in that same spot and not smell it no more. But it's just like I can be sitting in the bed, getting ready for story time, and I smell it. And it'll just be gone. Like, what the hell does that mean when you smell soil? Is that something specific? Or like, because it ain't raining in my damn house. And I ain't got no dirt in my damn house. And I damn sure ain't got no plants in my house. So I shouldn't be smelling dirt like soil in my house, in my bed, in my closet. I shouldn't be smelling that. Like, what the fuck does that mean? Does that mean something? Like, I'm not sure. I know I've been meditating more. I've been getting into my meditations more, expanding my altar and stuff like that. Putting more of my past relatives and stuff on my altar. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's like when I started doing that, that's when I started noticing the dirt smell. I don't know what the fuck it means. I've Googled it. I've went on TikTok to try to Google it. But everybody just like, you smell dirt, it's got the rain. Like, I know that shit. I'm from the South. I know that. I'm just saying, you're not supposed to smell that shit in your house. Like, my husband don't work in soil. My daughter don't play in soil. Why am I smelling that shit in the house? It just be weird. And I've been trying to figure this shit out for like the longest since like last week, actually. Since like last week, Wednesday. I've been trying to figure out like what the fuck it meant. I've been Googling and nothing is coming up. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing's telling me what it means. But it's just weird. Because it's like you shouldn't smell it. Even when I'm eating, I could be eating like fried chicken. Y'all know how loud fried chicken is when you cook it in the house. That shit makes your whole house smells like You know what I'm saying? And I could be eating fried chicken and smell the dirt out of nowhere, and it'll just go away. Like what the fuck? I don't, could it be? Could be a spirit? Could be. I don't know. Did one of your people work in or with dirt? No, no. I mean, no. No, my mom did a lot of shit. My mom had so many, my mom was a bartender, she was a nurse, she was a stewardess for a while. So my mom did a lot of shit, but it was never involved in dirt. My dad always worked in like hotels. But I don't know what they was doing when they was young. I know my dad went into the military. My dad was in the military. My uncle was in the military. So I don't know if any, before I came into the world, I don't know what the hell my dad was doing. He could have been playing in dirt. I don't know, but I know ever since I've been in this world and I was around them, they were never involved in dirt. So I don't know why. Oh my God, I smell cigarettes all the time. No one else in the house smells it, but I swear it's strong. Yes, like, and don't nobody else smell it. It just be me. Especially when a resident passed before or on your shift. Mm. And rice. Y'all, the veil is thin. Y'all, it is. Try planting a flower and see what happens. I'm gonna try that because I don't get it. I don't know what it is, but I know some weird. I know what seems weird, but I'm not letting it scare me. Ever since I started building my altar, I um I put like offerings, like fruit and stuff like that. Offerings, water, like in front of my on my altar as offerings to my ancestors. And I noticed that I know water evaporates. I know this. I know this, but it don't evaporate in a day. I have put like full glasses of water on my altar. And the next day when I come in and do my meditation, the glass is completely empty. As if, you know what I'm saying, somebody's drinking the fucking water. And it's not toots because y'all done already seen that I put these thumbprint scanning doorknobs on these doors. So clearly toots ain't coming in here drinking the damn water, but the water be gone by the next day. Like, and I put it in a glass and sit it right there on the altar. And I promise you, by the next day when I come here to meditate, the water's gone. And then somebody has came in here and drunk the water. And one thing I know for sure, Unc is not going to come in here and drink no damn no cold, no warm glass of water. He wouldn't do that. So it's like, maybe I need to look up evaporation again because this shit is moving kind of fast. I don't know. Now they be thirsty. I guess so, honey. I just put them. I just fill the glass up and put it back up there. You know what I'm saying? So they'll have it. I make sure I speak to everybody, in the mornings and check the glass of water and be empty. I just go get some more, put it back up there. I don't know. Is it supposed to be leaving that fast? I don't know. I'm working on this, so I'm learning. I don't know, but I mean, if they thirsty, I'm gonna keep putting water up there for them. It means a spirit is around. Oh, that what that mean? Okay. Well, I mean, I was thinking it may have been something like that, and I didn't want to, because when I told y'all about doing the little, when I gave y'all the little homework about doing the, uh, locating a ghost in the cemetery, and I gave y'all all the little apps to download to check it out. I've been so tempted to use one of my apps, but the instructions prohibits you from using those apps inside your own home because you might stir up some shit. But I'm so tempted to want to look through that shit just to see if something is actually showing up in my house, but I don't want to start something. So I just been sitting back like, I'm gonna look up what it may mean. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know. That's what I mean. That's why I put it up there so they can drink and eat and stuff like that. But it's just like that water get gone real fast. What's the app? So you don't remember the homework assignment I gave y'all around Halloween when I told y'all to go to places where the dead lays and use your SLR camera app that I told y'all to download? It's like it's called Ghost Tube SLS camera. Well, Ghost Tube SLS because it's like two apps on there. But you see the little ghost. So it's like Ghost Tube SLS. This is the same app that I used when I went to Oakland Cemetery and I recorded, and y'all seen all them ghosts, in my videos. That's the same app I used. I just don't want to use it in the house because it says in the instructions, do not use that shit in your house because you may stir up something. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't never used it in the house, but I've been tempted. Smelling things that isn't there means the spirit is near or trouble may be coming. I hope it's nothing coming, but I know you will take caution. Yes, I sage my house every day now. Can you put it in Telegram? Can I put what in Telegram, Tay Tay? The app? Oh, I screenshot it and put it in Telegram. Yeah. One more time. What's the name again? What's the name of what the app? It's called Ghost Tube. GHOST. Ghost Tube. TUBESLS. So that's what it's called. Ghost Tube. And that shit shows ghosts in your area. That's why they tell you not to do it in your house. But let me see if it's get close enough. See, it say Ghost Tube SLS. So the Ghost Tube SLS camera. So yeah. But don't use it in your house. Do not look for ghosts in your house. Some people like Chastain didn't listen to me the first time I told her and scared the shit out of herself because she seen shit in her house. Don't use it in your house. I prohibit you from using it in your house. Now, outside your house, have a fucking ball, but not inside the house. Okay? Don't say I didn't fucking warn you. Not in the house. Okay? Okay, that's what cool steps up did. I saw my 4-year-old who passed away playing with my kids. So yes, that's what Chastain seen when she used the SLR camera. She saw her 4-year-old who passed away playing with her kids, playing in her kids' room. So you can use it in assisted living places. You can do that just as long as it ain't in your house. Because you know how hard it is to fall asleep when you saw something in your fucking house? It's gonna be kind of mind-boggling. You don't want to put yourself on that train, so don't do it in the house. I want to see who unstacked my baskets and threw them. Okay, so obviously I got hard-headed ass family members. Don't use the shit inside your house. Don't use the shit inside your house. One more time for the people in the back. Don't use the shit inside your house, okay? Now, if you do want to be hard-headed as fuck and want to use it inside your house, use it at your own goddamn risk, at your own fucking risk, at your own risk for the motherfuckers in the back. Don't show up on the news missing a fucking elbow hollering about auntie told me to download this app. No, bitch. For the people in the back, don't use this shit in your house, okay? Okay? Can we get an understanding of this shit, please? Because I don't need your ass jumping on your local news, missing a fucking elbow with your forehead caved in because the motherfucking ghost done beat the sleeves off your stupid ass. Don't stand up there and holler about, yeah, my auntie on YouTube, look her up, she told me. No, bitch, no. What I told you was don't use that shit at your house, okay? Okay, people? Please. God damn. I don't know how hard I can stress this shit. Because please believe, bitch, you come out to me on your local news channel talking about, I told your ass to download the app, bitch. I'm going to use this live as my motherfucking evidence of me telling y'all silly motherfuckers, especially ones in the back, to not use the goddamn app in your own house, okay? Okay? Okay. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking. Don't use it in your own fucking house. And if you do, bitch, Sweet dreams. Your ass gonna toss and turn all night with one eye open, watching every fucking thing. Have at it. Have it, bitch. You can go on CNN. I'm gonna tell them motherfuckers I told your silly ass don't use that shit in your house. But no, you want to be the motherfucking wicker man to find out who threw the goddamn baskets. Bitch, ask Johnny Cochran. He already there. He can find out. He can investigate, get all the information you need. Don't use that shit in your house. And I just went through all that, and ain't nobody, motherfuckers still gonna use it in their house. Sad. But, you know, they say curiosity killed the cat. You can blame that shit on CNN all you want to. But yes, thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for joining me for story time. I greatly appreciate you guys being here. I love you guys so much. I hope you guys love the stories. Thank you for everybody that sent Auntie tips. You will definitely have your name in the story time. If your tip was over $5, you'll definitely have your name in the story time. So thank you so much. I'm going to, it's funny acting, bitch. I'll say use it there. It ain't your house, Tay. Handle your business. You gonna be wearing one of those jackets to make you exactly. What if you stay in the projects? Don't use that shit in your house. I don't give a fuck if you stay at projects, trailer home, rooming house, halfway house. Don't use that shit in your house, okay? Okay? I love you guys. Be smart. Make good choices, okay? Auntie love you, and I hope to see your ass on Thursday. Don't use that shit in your house. Good night, guys. Have fun. Oh my goodness.